Yo, what's up, LDBC community? I saw UFC 200. I didn't buy it. I thought it was gonna be bad. I actually streamed it. So my thing was, it was an awful card to me. It was just awful. Brock Lesnar should never come back. So Jose Aldo had a really good fight tonight, though. I appreciate what he did, but DC versus Silva was a bust to me too. I mean, I don't think DC was fighting for real. Just to be honest with you, I just really don't. I'm just gonna tell you that now. The guy Silva just came off goal bladder surgery, and I'm sure DC probably figured that out. So I don't think he was trying to rough him up too much, because there were times where DC, I know could I know DC is much stronger than Anderson Silva, and if he can pick up Daniel Cormier and slam him, he could have flopped through. He did. He pretty much did what he wanted to, but he didn't do to the extent in which he would have did like Alexander Gustafsson or Saint Pierre or something like that. He didn't do it with the same power. He didn't do it with the same power, and I think it's because Anderson Silva is. He have respect for Anderson Silva. Um, they had this thing where Daniel Cormier was on talking about the top five Anderson Silva fights, and he likes Anderson Silva. So I'm pretty sure he didn't want to jack him up too bad. That's just me though. I mean, tell me what y'all think. It was on ESPN, the little thing I was talking about. But yeah, Daniel Cormier versus John Jones tonight would have been. I mean, considering John Jones' last fight, I don't know. I can't really base it off of, because there's so many things outside the ring with Silva and John Jones. There's so many things mentally there where Daniel Cormier have so much respect for Silva, and the guy just came. I wouldn't really beat him up that bad. I'm not trying to kill anyone. I'm pretty sure he had that. And I'm starting to think that John Jones was boosted off steroids. I'm just starting to think that. That's just me though. I don't want to be crazy about it, but that is just me, and I'm gonna tell you why. He fought Saint Pierre, and it was a boring fight. It was a technical fight. It was it was a Floyd Mayweather kind of fight, man. Not even that exciting, because Floyd does. If you know boxing, I don't know that much about martial arts, so tell me if I'm wrong. But I know boxing, so it's more intriguing to me when I see them do things. But St. Pierre versus John Jones was, I don't, like I said, I don't know much about martial arts. Uh, to me, it was kind of boring. Daniel Cormier versus Silva was kind of boring too. What can I say? It was still kind of boring. Uh, DC won, and I mean, Anderson Silva couldn't even beat DC if Anderson Silva was in his prime, and that's just a fact, man. I'm just telling you. Anderson have always had a problem with wrestlers. He never would have. This would be his first time facing somebody as strong as DC, who wrestles and who can punch and who got pop and who's always coming forward and has a great chin. That's another thing. So I mean, there was one body shot, the body kick that Silva threw. It was good, man. It was good, but honestly, I don't think, like, because people trying to compare it. They're like, well, DC did this tonight, but this, that, the third. I don't really think DC was fighting for real tonight. And I already explained why. I don't really think he was. I mean, everything lines up to where he was. He was probably down there. He didn't get the fight with John Jones. Um, and hey, I don't think off of John Jones' last performance, I don't think John Jones would have done that good either. Okay, I don't think he would have did all that either. Cause you have to look at their two performances. People are like, "Oh man, John Jones would tore him up tonight." You have to look at it. If DC fights like this one night, and Daniel Cormier fights at the pace he did with Saint Pierre, I mean, I don't know, man. this fight it's getting ridiculous to me, man. It's getting out of hand. Everybody want Daniel Cormier versus John Jones too, and something always gets in the way. And I'm not mad at I am mad at John Jones, but it seems like something's always in the way with this fight. You can't get mad with DC because he got hurt. He got hurt during training, but I mean something's always in the way, man. It's ridiculous. And John Jones in his shenanigans, man, he might as well just not come back to the UFC, man. I'm serious about that. I'm tired of it. Provodnikov too, man. In boxing, Provodnikov. I'm tired of these guys with this drug stuff. Just train. You don't even. I'm starting to think he been hyped up on drugs, man. That's what I'm thinking. Because if he wasn't on drugs in that St. Pierre fight, that's the real John Jones. That's the real John Jones, and that's all there is to it. Anderson Silva, on the other hand, have I think if Anderson Silva trained, it would have been a better fight. But I still think that DC would have won, just because DC, picking Anderson up and slamming him and stuff like that. Who knows? Like I said in my previous video, who knows how he's gonna react? Um, Being on the ground and having somebody who's much stronger than you and bigger than you, stockier than you on you and stuff, the strength wise would be harder to deal with. And that's facts. It just would be harder to deal with. Um, I mean, shoot, ask John Jones. This is my thing. If he can pick up John Jones, as much as John Jones does, and as heavy as John Jones is, and as tall as John Jones is, if he can pick up John Jones, and if he can get in and start landing uppercuts with John Jones in the in the Muay clinch or whatever it's called, I'm sorry for the martial art fans. I'm sorry, I don't know, but if he can land those uppercuts in that position, then to me he could have just destroyed Silva. He could have. He could have did Silva dirty and got him out of there in the first round or second round, as far as I'm concerned. So, like I said, it's just a lot of things going on in UFC. UFC 200 was awful to me. The only good fight was really seeing Jose Aldo beat up on Frankie Edgar. That was it. So, like I said, it was pretty boring to me. Peace.